So I've decided that as an intermission between Content for the Godless Season 2 and Content for the Godless Season 3, since there will be such a long in between, unless you're on Patreon. If you're on Patreon, just $1 a month, you can actually see the videos as I make them. And I'm going to get a huge chunk of Season 3 done before I start releasing it. So instead of having this absolute void on the channel, I decided to show other atheists how to do the work and how I did my work from the very fucking beginning. So Matt Powell has already managed to piss off Essence of Thought, The Friendly Atheist, and your boy Nakasuchi, and nobody even really knows who the fuck he is. What is up, you heathens and demons? Welcome back to The Raging Atheist. I'm your boy Nakasuchi, and today we're going to be talking about Matt Powell. Well, who is Matt Powell? You probably don't know. I did not know who the fuck Matt Powell was. Never heard of him before, never really cared. And how I came into contact with Matt Powell, I find to be kind of funny. So I'm sitting there minding my own business when I get this notification out of nowhere from this dude named Matt Powell. I've never heard of this guy before. And he's antagonizing me, and he's talking shit, and I think he's another troll. And he says, "Go to hell, reprobate freak," on my video, Girl Define Lies About Seduction. And I say hell doesn't exist. When you say such, you're actually referring to a religion, a pagan religion. The Nordic gods of the Vikings, actually. Loki had a daughter named Hel that ruled the lands of the dead who died without honor. Go to a library, cult freak. He immediately starts commenting on my channel trailer saying, "This is stupid." And I agree with him because it is kind of stupid. I made it a long time ago and I think it's time to update it. So, there it is this is stupid. Starting an argument with me, even though he's going to claim he's not that type of person later in the video. He is. He's starting an argument with me, and we have this big argument. And I'm like, I agree with you, troll. And I call him a troll. I don't know who he is at this point. He says, The Raging Atheist. It makes zero logical sense. And it just starts bashing atheism out of nowhere. You guys can see it on your own screens. And I combat him a little bit. And then, I'm watching an Essence of Thought video, and Essence of Thought is talking about this dude, Matt Powell, who picked an argument with him. So I'm like, LOL, I'm watching Essence of Thought and one of my favorite YouTubers, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm going to do a video on you. Since you're picking an argument, I'm going to bring it.
I'm here with the man himself, Nakasuchi, Ronnie.
Matt Powell.
The man.
There is no scientific evidence of this.
Okay. Let me just state on the record, there are certain people that I do hate. If somebody is a homosexual, the Bible says that we're supposed to hate them with a perfect hatred, and the Bible says they've been given over to a reprobate mind and that they're dangerous people. I believe that. I believe the Bible. And the Bible puts a death penalty on it, and it also puts a death penalty on a murderer, somebody that goes around sleeping outside of marriage. Absolutely. If we were set up, whose laws are we going to use? Your humanist views?
So you
or God's views?
You honestly believe that if somebody cheats on their husband, that's deserving of death?
Absolutely.
All right, that's all I wanted. That's all. I mean, it's nothing new. But
see, the Bible said that this day would come. The Bible said that the day would come when they would heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, who would turn people away from the truth, and the truth would be evil spoken of. If somebody's running around on their spouse, the Bible does put a death penalty on it. And if we were under God's law, it would be God.
I'm by no means saying that it's okay to cheat on anybody. It's hurtful. It, in my opinion, makes you a crappy human being. But being a crappy human being should not deserve death. And if your God is going to call for the death of his own creation, the things that he's supposed to love more than anything, love so much that Lucifer got jealous.
See, but you have this idea of love where it's just, lovey-dovey, let's just accept everybody, let's just accept everything. But here's the thing, at some point, you and I have to draw a line.
So why did you said that God created the laws of nature. Then why is homosexuality all through nature?
It's not in nature.
It is very much so
Okay,
in
let
nature.
me correct myself.
Very much so.
It is in the sense of like a dog. So for example, a
No,
dog,
pretty much all
yeah,
species on this
a
planet
dog- a
has
dog will
homosexuality.
A dog will hump anything. And the Bible says that when the people of Sodom and Gomorrah were surrounding Lot's house, the Bible says it was old men and young men, and they wanted to make out with Lot before God destroyed that city. So it is just, the Bible comes back time and time again as being correct. And every time, and anybody can get on YouTube, it's a fact.
So how is the Bible correct
An
every time?
undercover agent went into a gay bar and found that virtually all of them bragged
I'm going to
about how
ascertain
many kids
that
they
there's
molested.
not a YouTube video that is scientific evidence of anything. Anybody can go in.
Well, it's not just a YouTube video. This is from a source that is completely reliable. That comes directly from.
Well,
people like
you'll have to
CNN.
send me that link because I don't believe it. I don't. And all right, so even if it's true, somebody goes in and he gets this crowd to say these things. That is not scientific proof. That is not proof at all that every single homosexual on this planet is a pedophile. In fact, pedophilia, the data shows, happens much more in heterosexuality than it does in homosexuality. Open gay people are not looking for boys. They're looking for men. Now, that's not always the case. There's exceptions to every rule. But to state that every single homosexual on this planet is a pedophile is monstrous, man. It's monstrous. There are good people, good human beings that do great things every single day. And they're lesbian and they're gay. They do great things for society. They're smart, intelligent, they have morals. It makes no sense that you would put them to death just because of who they love.
I would.
All right, what's up, you guys? Give me 1 second. Let's let this thing start so I can mute it. I'm very tired. What is up, you sinners and saints? Thanks for showing up. I've had a pretty rough couple days. I'm really tired. I can't wake up today. Looking at the chat, so let's see who's here. Tom, what's up? Mar 15, Christina Watt, Casey Atheist, Ghost Without a Pass, Lisa for Truth up in the house, Carlton's up in the house. I did, and let's do. I made some moderators. If you don't want to be a moderator and you notice yourself a moderator, then I'll remove you. But I felt like after the conversation I had last weekend. And with people like Matt and Guzman coming in my chats and throwing homosexual slurs in my chat rooms, that I really needed some moderators to take care of that. What's up, Chubbs? So yeah, we're gonna be talking death threats. Anybody that would like to come in and speak, I'll shoot you a link. First, I want to say what I need to say. This isn't the first time I've received death threats. This is the first time that I've received death threats from Christians, or I've come to believe it's just one person. I'm going to tell you guys what transpired, what's been transpiring since about last Friday. I didn't take it seriously at first. Because like I said, this isn't the first time that's happened to me. When I did my first videos on ISUPK, I received over 100, I think I'm at 117 death threats from ISUPK right now. And I want to talk about the psychological effects that death threats have on a person. But first, I want to tell you guys what happened. Like I said, if you would like to come in, I've only got till 9 o'clock. Then I have to get ready for work, but I'd be more than happy to have other inputs on this. So Friday, I got an email from somebody I've never heard of before, and it threatened to kill me. Said that I was an atrocious person, reprobate, this and that. And when these people start calling you reprobate, now Guzman and Matt might not think that a reprobate like me should be put to death. But it doesn't matter what they think, because I know Guzman specifically said in the chat after he left that he had thought about it, and it's not about physical death but soul death. But that doesn't matter, because people are going to hear you say things, and there are a lot of fucked up people in this world.
You're making an argument from authority. Just because you have a seminary degree doesn't mean you can't get the same education from opening
Exactly.
up a book.
So why are you fucking coming at me with that shit?
Because you've never opened up a book on a biblical interpretation.
Obviously, I have. I have schooled your ass on the Bible this whole conversation.
Okay, you read one passage and you
I have done. I mean,
isolated.
come on, dude. It's
Now,
been many passages now, and
I'm
just
asking.
crushing
Okay,
you.
I'm going to ask you to do the same thing with Shakespeare. Have you Googled it yet? You've had enough time. Okay.
Googled what? Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. I shouldn't have to
me-
Google Shakespeare. The blatant dishonesty, in part two, I found just two of them. So I'm sure if I went through the movie, I'd find a lot more. But where you cut in answers from a different part of the conversation, that's disingenuous, and that's what I am upset about. And then it slandered me in my community that I'm trying to be introduced to. Do you not understand that people saw that and they're like, who the fuck is this idiot? And when, if you really look at that conversation and you can say that you won, like I said, it's not about, I usually leave that up to the viewers. The participants in any debate is going to think that they won that debate. Nobody's going to think, oh shit, man, I just really sucked. It's up to the viewers. So I try to present accurate depictions. I don't, even with the first conversation, when I broke it up to like 8 or 9 different parts, Matt, I broke it up honestly, and I did. I mean, if you watched them, I did. I broke it up honestly. I did come in and interject and did my commentary, but I never edited it. That conversation. I've never misrepresented you in that way, but you did with me. So what do you have to say to that?
Well, I just want to say that, I'm more than happy to offer you, and I know I've offered you the footage before, but
the footage, it's already out. The movie's out now. So, I mean, you can't take that back. You can't go back and make a...